Welcome to Movies Philosophy Channel. In this episode, we dive into The Social Network, 2010, directed by David Fincher and written by Aaron Sorkin. This critically acclaimed film chronicles the founding of Facebook by Mark Zuckerberg and explores the rise of one of the most influential social media platforms of all time. The film delves into themes of ambition, betrayal, and the price of success, with standout performances by Jesse Eisenberg, Andrew Garfield, and Justin Timberlake. Let's break down the key moments, character dynamics, and philosophical depth of this powerful drama. The Social Network begins with a rapid-fire dialogue scene between Mark Zuckerberg, played by Jesse Eisenberg, and his girlfriend, Erica Albright, played by Rooney Mara, at a bar near Harvard University. Their conversation is tense, with Mark displaying his social awkwardness and condescending attitude. Erica grows increasingly frustrated with Mark's arrogance, and the conversation culminates in her breaking up with him. Mark is stunned and humiliated by the breakup, and this rejection becomes the emotional catalyst that drives him throughout the film. After the breakup, Mark returns to his dorm room and, in a fit of anger, blogs about Erica in a derogatory manner. Fueled by resentment and a desire to prove himself, Mark hacks into the databases of Harvard's various dormitories to create FaceMash, a website that allows users to rate the attractiveness of female students by comparing their pictures side by side. The site quickly gains popularity, crashing Harvard's network due to the surge in traffic. While the incident lands Mark in trouble with the university, it also garners him attention for his programming skills and sets the stage for his future endeavors. The Winklevoss twins and the genesis of Facebook. Mark's stunt with FaceMash catches the attention of Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, both played by Armie Hammer, and their business partner, Divya Narendra, played by Max Minghella. The Winklevoss twins, elite rowers and privileged Harvard students, are working on a project called Harvard Connection, a social networking site designed exclusively for Harvard students. They approach Mark, impressed by his technical abilities, and ask him to help develop their project. Mark agrees to work with them, but he has other ideas in mind. Unbeknownst to the Winklevoss twins, Mark begins working on his own project, an exclusive social networking site that will later become Facebook. With the help of his friend and fellow Harvard student, Eduardo Saverin, played by Andrew Garfield, who provides the initial funding for the venture, Mark launches the Facebook, a site that allows Harvard students to create profiles, connect with each other, and share personal information. The exclusivity of the site, combined with its innovative features, quickly makes it a hit on campus. As Facebook gains traction at Harvard, Mark continues to ignore the Winklevoss twins and their repeated attempts to reach him about their project. Feeling betrayed, the twins eventually realize that Mark has used their idea as a springboard for his own site, leading to the first signs of conflict in the film. Friendship and betrayal. At the heart of the film is the relationship between Mark and Eduardo. While Mark is the technical genius behind Facebook, Eduardo serves as the company's business manager and initial financier. The two friends work together to expand the site's reach, eventually launching Facebook at other Ivy League schools and gaining a growing user base. However, as Facebook's success grows, so does the tension between Mark and Eduardo. Mark's vision for Facebook begins to diverge from Eduardo's more conservative approach to business. Eduardo is focused on monetizing the site by selling ads, while Mark is more concerned with expanding Facebook's user base and maintaining its cool factor. This difference in priorities creates a rift between the two, exacerbated by the arrival of Sean Parker, played by Justin Timberlake, the co-founder of Napster. Sean Parker's influence and the move to Silicon Valley. Sean Parker enters the story as a charismatic and ambitious entrepreneur who immediately recognizes the potential of Facebook. He reaches out to Mark and Eduardo after hearing about the site's success and soon ingratiates himself into their operation. While Eduardo is wary of Sean's influence, Mark is captivated by his energy and vision for Facebook's future. Sean convinces Mark to move Facebook's headquarters to Silicon Valley, where they can attract venture capital and take the company to the next level. Eduardo, who is still attending school and trying to manage the business side of Facebook, feels increasingly marginalized as Mark and Sean's partnership grows stronger. Sean's influence over Mark leads to the eventual sidelining of Eduardo, who is left out of key decisions and increasingly alienated from the company he helped build. As Facebook continues to grow, Sean becomes more involved in the company's day-to-day operations, pushing for rapid expansion and securing deals with major investors. Under Sean's guidance, Facebook secures millions in funding, allowing it to scale into the global platform it would eventually become. However, Sean's presence also introduces a more reckless and opportunistic energy into the company, contributing to the eventual breakdown of Mark and Eduardo's friendship. Eduardo's ouster, the betrayal of a friend. The breaking point between Mark and Eduardo comes when Eduardo returns to Silicon Valley, only to discover that his ownership stake in Facebook has been severely diluted without his knowledge. Mark, under Sean's influence, had orchestrated a series of legal maneuvers that reduced Eduardo's shares while increasing those of new investors. Feeling betrayed and humiliated, Eduardo confronts Mark in one of the film's most emotionally charged scenes, where he expresses his anger and heartbreak at being cut out of the company he helped create. Eduardo's ouster from Facebook is a pivotal moment in the film, highlighting the theme of betrayal that runs throughout the story. Despite their friendship and shared history, Mark ultimately chooses Facebook's success over loyalty to Eduardo, a decision that haunts him for the rest of the film. The Winklevoss twins' lawsuit and Mark's legal battles. While the film focuses primarily on the relationship between Mark and Eduardo, it also follows the legal battle between Mark and the Winklevoss twins. After realizing that Mark had used their idea to create Facebook, the Winklevoss twins file a lawsuit against him, claiming intellectual property theft. Their case hinges on the idea that Mark deliberately strung them along while working on his own project, effectively stealing their concept. The film alternates between flashbacks of Facebook's development and depositions from the legal battles that ensue. Mark faces lawsuits from both the Winklevoss twins and Eduardo, with each side accusing him of unethical behavior and betrayal. The legal proceedings underscore the film's central themes of ambition, competition, and the personal cost of success. Mark's isolation, the price of success. As the film progresses, Mark becomes increasingly isolated, both personally and professionally. While Facebook grows into a global phenomenon, reaching millions of users worldwide, Mark's personal relationships deteriorate. The lawsuits from the Winklevoss twins and Eduardo, combined with his strained relationship with Sean Parker, leave Mark isolated at the top of a company he built but no longer controls in the same way. In the film's final scenes, Mark is shown sitting alone in a conference room after a deposition, contemplating the fallout from his actions. The final shot, in which Mark sends a friend request to his ex-girlfriend Erica Albright on Facebook and repeatedly refreshes the page, serves as a poignant reminder of his loneliness and the personal sacrifices he made in pursuit of his ambition. Themes: ambition, betrayal, and the cost of success. The Social Network explores the complex dynamics of ambition and the personal cost of success. Mark Zuckerberg is portrayed as a brilliant but socially awkward visionary whose relentless drive to create Facebook alienates him from the people closest to him. The film raises questions about the ethics of ambition, particularly in the tech industry, where innovation and success often come at the expense of personal relationships and integrity. The theme of betrayal is central to the film, with both Eduardo and the Winklevoss twins feeling betrayed by Mark's actions. The film asks whether success can ever be achieved without some level of betrayal, and whether the price of achieving one's dreams is worth the personal cost. Closing thought: The Social Network 2010 is more than just a biopic about the founding of Facebook. It's a story about the complexities of ambition, friendship, and the human desire for connection and validation. With its sharp dialogue, compelling performances, and exploration of the personal and legal battles behind the creation of one of the most influential platforms in modern history, the film offers a powerful meditation on the cost of success and the price we pay for pursuing our dreams.